What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. I'd like to wish you, I'm about to say, I'd like to wish you a happy Wednesday. It's the end of the day. But anyway, listen. Welcome back to another 7 o'clock premiere. Check this out, guys. Sometimes you come across people that you cannot console. You cannot reason with. You cannot bargain with. And a lot of times you have to physically handle people when just to get them to do the simplest things. And a lot of times it can end up in one big mess. Tonight I want to talk to y'all about a story I seen early this morning out of Pritchard, Alabama. Shout out Pritchard. And it's about this guy right here. Now this guy made the news April of this year for some type of foolishness he was caught up in. But anyway, this guy's name is Keenta, Keenta Todd. Last name Todd, Keenta Todd, 47 years old. And what I'm about to tell you happened to him is unbelievable. And it's all his fault. I feel nothing for this dude. Ladies and gentlemen, this man went to his ex-girlfriend's house with a bunch of flowers. I guess he was trying to get her back on makeup or something. She refused the gift, and this guy lost his mind. So much so that her nephew wound up killing this man. And the nephew's 23. And the nephew was just trying to resolve the conflict. Either way, man, take a look at this, man. Just look.
A Pritchard man is dead after his nephew shot him in what the sheriff is calling self-defense.
Deputies say Keenta Todd attacked his ex-girlfriend and then tried to go after his nephew.
Our Shelby Meyer is in studio now with a full story. And Shelby, the sheriff says the nephew feared for his life.
Yeah, that's right, Lenise and Cameron. Kenton Todd is not being charged with a crime. The Mobile County Sheriff says Keenta Todd was coming at his nephew with kitchen knives when Kenton shot him in the chest.
A violent Sunday afternoon on McAvoy Street in Pritchard. According to the Mobile County Sheriff's Office, Keenta Todd went to his ex-girlfriend's house to greet her with flowers. When she didn't take the gift, deputies say Keenta got angry.
Threw some kind of energy drink or Powerade, Gatorade, something like that, a full bottle, and struck her in the face.
Investigators say Keenta's nephew, Kenton Todd, tried to take his uncle away and de-escalate the situation, but it didn't work. Deputies say Keenta threatened to kill someone, asking for his gun and then grabbing kitchen knives before charging toward Kenton. MCSO Sheriff Paul Birch says Kenton had the gun and fired twice, hitting Keenta at least once in the chest.
People have a right to defend themselves against deadly force as well as defend others. He did what he felt like he had to do, not that that's what he wanted to do. And that's something he'll have to live with for the rest of his life. But he certainly saved himself and possibly others in that house.
Kenton is not being charged. The sheriff says he put down the gun and immediately called 911, cooperating every step of the way. Just 7 months ago, Keenta was given a second chance, found not guilty of murder in a case the sheriff says was tainted by scandal.
He might have been acquitted. That doesn't mean he was innocent. And that certainly weighed heavily in that acquittal.
In 2023, Keenta Todd was charged with shooting and killing George LaVon Bush in Pritchard. After the two got into an argument in a car, police say Keenta shot Bush and jumped out of the moving vehicle, breaking his ankle. While in the hospital, court records say then Pritchard detective Jason Hadaway recorded an interview with Keenta. Hadaway testified under oath that Keenta never asked for his attorney. But the audio recording revealed Keenta asked for an attorney 7 times. Hadaway was convicted of perjury, and Keenta was free to go.
Had he been convicted, he'd probably be in prison right now.
Now, Sheriff Birch says a grand jury will now take a look at this case from Sunday. In the studio, Shelby Myers, Fox.
Mobile County Sheriff Paul Burt says yesterday afternoon, Quinta Todd threw a full sports drink bottle at an ex-girlfriend who apparently wasn't receptive to the flowers he'd brought to her McAvoy Street home. The bottle hit her in the face, and Burt says he was threatening to kill someone when his 23-year-old nephew, who lives at the home, intervened.
And settle, de-escalate the situation. The decedent continued to act erratically, was asking where the gun was that was in the house, went to the kitchen, got several knives, began looking for his girlfriend, still yelling, cursing.
Burt says Quinta Todd charged Kenton Todd with the knives, and the 23-year-old nephew fired 2 shots, striking his 47-year-old uncle in the chest. Quinta Todd later died at the hospital.
I will not refer to him as a victim. He has an extensive criminal history of violence.
Quinta Todd has been booked 22 times into Mobile Metro Jail since 1997. Charges included assault, shooting into an occupied building, domestic violence, robbery, burglary, drug distribution, and possession. In 2023, he was charged with murder. This is Pritchard police wheeling Quinta Todd to a patrol car in a perp walk after they arrested him. He broke his ankle after the shooting, jumping from the car. But last year, a judge found the Pritchard police detective in that case, Jason Hadaway, lied under oath about questioning Quinta Todd and found Hadaway guilty of perjury. 5 months later, Quinta Todd was found not guilty of murder.
Had that not taken place, he would probably be in prison instead of down at the morgue.
Burt says after yesterday's shooting, the nephew called 911 to report what happened, stayed on scene, and cooperated with investigators. Burt says although it appears to be a case of self-defense, a grand jury will still review what happened.
All indications is that he was defending himself and defending the others in the home.
All right, guys, there you have it. Some people are walking caution signs. A lot of times, man, they can't control themselves. And this type of stuff happened to them. This guy looks like a major league dumbass at 47 years old. And he just got out of something that he had did. And he got a break because the justice system had a snafu after he killed somebody else. It's crazy. In court where they had him, they had him under surveillance or they got him on recorder talking about something, and he escaped that, a murder charge. And here he is right now, dead, being murdered himself. That's how the universe work. Guy's stupid, man. You mad at a woman because she won't take you back or whatever. You hit her in the head with a bottle. It says Quinta Todd arrived at the residence and began arguing with his ex-girlfriend, striking her in the head with a bottle after she refused the gift. So he already has a history of being an immature man-child. Say Kenton Todd, the woman's nephew who lived at the home, attempted to de-escalate the situation. Keyword de-escalate. Kenton Todd then threatened to kill someone, retrieving several knives from the kitchen and charged at Kenton Todd. He also said, "Where's my gun at?" Stupid stuff. You already was in trouble and you escaped by the skin of your teeth from killing somebody else. And the first thing out your mouth is, "Let me get my gun." Dumb shit. "Hey, you want your gun? It's right here, Unc." Boom, boom. Hit him up 2 times. Said Kenton Todd, in fear of his life and safety of others, fired 2 shots, striking Kenton Todd in the chest. Said he was cooperative and everything. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. Part of me believes they really didn't investigate this long enough because he already had a habit and law enforcement had it out for him because he got away with something before. Come on. How many of y'all believe that? This guy killed somebody. And because the, law enforcement guy did some slick shit and tried to get him on audio, and it was found out they couldn't convict him. So you ain't think they left a bad taste in their mouth, and the guy and the cop, the detective, got convicted. That was some foul shit he did. But either way, they know who you are. They know you got away with something. They don't feel sorry for you because justice wasn't served the first time, but it damn sure was served that time. And it was by family. And you, sir, put yourself in that position. Man, I told you, people that are on the speeding train to nowhere. And a lot of people are the ones driving the train. This guy right here was the engineer to his own destruction. I saw this story this morning. I just bust out laughing like, yo, how stupid are you? But then again, man, there are some people that never learn. Like I said before, it's amazing. The older you get, the stupider some people become. Or like you just come across people where you're like, I can't believe you made it to this age and survived on your own. You can't even, in a room full of men, you cannot explain, he cannot explain his actions without other men going, what? Either way, man, they said it's an act of self-defense, and I'm doubting that they really did their whole due diligence to make sure it was. Chalk it up to self-defense. F this guy. People don't care. Watch this society. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care.